Hey Sydney, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I know you guys have played LA already, but what's it like being back in LA?
It's good. It's been nice being on the West Coast this week. I have people in Seattle. I have people in LA. And so it's cool being back on this side of the coast. But it's business as usual. I'm very proud of the group and how we are able to get a win up in the Pacific Northwest, and now it's time to get another one down here. And so I'm excited for us to take the floor again tonight.
And on that note, with the Great Eight, some other teams may be able to do what you all have done for one game, but you guys have been playing shorthanded for like a whole week now. Where do you all get all your energy, and how have you been able to sustain that across multiple games so far?
I think it's our will to win. Our coaches do a really good job putting us in position as a group to be successful. I appreciate the game plans that they've laid out for us. And then obviously taking care of our bodies on our days off, especially with travel, making sure that we are recovering, that we're getting hydration, sleeping well. And then once the lights are on, it's just about competing. And so I think all of us individually have done our jobs to make sure that we're fresh when it's time for the ball to go back up in the air. But I think it comes down to our will to compete and to win each possession.
And then one more for me. I apologize. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, but curious if you can give me your best Shavante Zealous story.
Gosh. Well, right off the top of my head, every game day, probably every day in the weight room, she walks into the weight room and says, "Sarah, your favorite's here," just like that every single day. And Sarah laughs. Sarah's our strength coach. She laughs every single time. And you can hear it from across the gym. So like, even as she was entering the gym today for our shoot around, she said, "Z's here." You hear it all the time. And everyone agrees. She is the favorite. She should be.
That's great. I knew you would come through for me. Thank you, Sydney.
You're welcome.
Cream.
Hey, Sydney, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Kind of a little bit of a big picture question, or I guess a short timeline kind of question. You guys are rolling right now, 5 of 6, and I think you guys have about 5 games left from the break. Do you guys talk about finishing strong before you guys go on this long break and kind of putting you guys in a position of strength as far as the standings are concerned as you guys go out, or is that not really a big picture thing you guys talk about and you're more kind of focused daily on a kind of a thing?
I think with the adversity that we face as a group, we have been forced into a very small picture, like present moment focus, because you never know what's going to take place on any given day. And that's for anybody across the board. But I think what I appreciate about this group and what we've been focused on is making sure that we take care of each possession, each moment as it comes to us. So whether it's off the court, making sure that you're doing the right things to take care of your body, getting good sleep, eating the right things. And then once you're on the court, okay, what does this possession demand from us right now? Let's try and stay focused on that moment and not try and think of in the future. We can't control that. And, those present moments will add up and hopefully take us into good momentum going into that All-Star break.
That's almost what I was gonna say a little bit. Not that injuries and things are good, but is it almost good that it's kind of forced you to focus small? Because if you take care of the small, like you said, the big should eventually be taken care of.
Yeah, this has definitely forced us to simplify things and to be present. And I think that that's how we're supposed to live. You never want adversity to bring you to that moment of simplifying and being present. But under our circumstances, I think our group has responded well. Our backs were against the wall, and we didn't have a choice but to put the pieces together. And so I think we've done a really good job at staying present and staying together in all these moments. Whatever life and the season and basketball throws at us, I believe in the character of this group to respond accordingly.
That's absolutely perfect. And just one last one from me. I just wanted to ask, Leilani's kind of gotten her game going recently. How much does that help just everything to kind of get her going?
Yeah, Lay has been shooting the lights out. She's been running the floor as our PG out there. She's doing her thing. Like, this is what Lay does. She's an Olympian for a reason. And it's all finding the rhythm. This game is a game of rhythm and flow, and she stepped up in big moments when we needed her to. And you can say that for people across the board. Everyone is making plays on any possession, and her specifically, she's been doing a good job making sure that we're balanced out there, that we're in the right spots, that we're putting people in great positions to have success offensively. And then you hear her voice all the time on both ends of the floor. So she's been a great leader for us.
That's perfect. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Also, I love your shoe collection. Like, look at those boxes. My gosh.
I bought another pair a couple hours ago. It's a
Proud
problem.
of you. So proud of you.
It's such a problem. Talk to you later.
All right.
Rashawn.
Hey, Sydney. Curious with the numbers being the way they are for you as a team, how much, especially from an offensive standpoint, does that just allow you as a group to just play more free?
Yeah, I think, you know, the other night, coach even said it too. He said, is this a night where someone would get upset for you shooting 10 to 15 threes? No, like we have all hands on deck right now. Obviously you want to make good basketball plays and you want to take the best shot possible in that possession. But I think there's freedom for all of us to be aggressive and to step into our bags a little bit and see what we can do to set each other up, but also set ourselves up for success on that end of the floor.
How would you describe the transition for you after leaving LA and going to Washington?
This organization has made the transition super smooth. The people here are amazing, from staff down to the team, my teammates. So I've been very fortunate that they have, it's been a warm welcome, and they have helped me every step of the way, from basketball terminology, scouting reports, where to get my groceries from, all these different things, how to drive in DC, because those streets are crazy. But it has been so fun working with this group and continuing to build something as a unit. So I'm really happy to be out here with these people, and really thankful for how they've helped me every step of the way.
And then last one for me, when you think back on your time here in LA, what's maybe a fond moment or a memory that sort of sticks out?
I think overall, I look back and I'm grateful for the people. I've been able to play with legends and get to know them as women, as mothers, as wives, as a human being. And that's what I have valued the most, is a lot of really deep relationships have been formed within this organization that I will always be grateful for. And that doesn't end just because I'm in different colors. But I know that this is where I learned how to be a professional and stepped into this world. And I'll always have a special place in my heart for LA and the Sparks and everything that they've provided for me and taught me. But those people, man, like I'm excited to see a lot of them tonight. So I'm grateful for everything that they will always mean to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Christy.
Hey, Sydney. Sorry.
You're good.
I'm good. Just with, I may have missed this at the very beginning, but just having some understanding of what Derek Fisher likes to do, how does that help you in some way with understanding the philosophy that's coming in terms of game plan from his side?
Yeah, I mean, they're a team that likes to play aggressive on both ends of the floor. They like to attack the basket. They like to make you uncomfortable on defense. And you can talk about it all you want, but it's a matter of going out there and doing those little things right, anticipating what they are trying to do, and trying to know ahead of the game, okay, they're going to try and speed us up on both ends. What are we going to do to make sure that we combat that? And so I think this team, not just me, especially since we played them already this season, we have a good grasp on what their game plan is. And so we're going to do what we can to come in and make sure that we stick to what we want to do. Oh, sorry, you're on mute.
It's camp and I try to mute them out. Sorry. Just what would that be if you had two keys that would be at the top of the list, maybe one offensive key, one defensive key?
Yeah, offensively, make sure that we take care of the ball, knowing that they're going to try and get a lot of steals, speed us up a lot. So take care of the ball and get good shots in each possession, and then defensively try and keep them in front of us, knowing that they want to get to the rim, they want to draw fouls, and staying down on all their pump fakes and being smart defensively, really communicating and helping each other.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I think that's it, Sydney. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Go Mystics.
And we will see everyone pregame. Thank you.